Welcome back to Storyboard. Last Sunday was a huge party for Britain as Andy Murray became the first male Britisher to win Wimbledon since Fred Perry in 1936. But post the win, what really caught our eye was the top quality print adverts that followed and in their own way celebrated the historic win. There was of course great copy, inventive ideas, but more importantly what really made them effective ads was the topicality. Unlike the rather dreary, lazy print ads that we have to settle for here in India. Animesh Das tells us more.
It took 77 years for a Brit to win the Wimbledon men's title. But it took these brands hardly a few days to roll out some excellent print ads that associated themselves with Andy Murray's hard-fought victory. Factor in the other big sports victory, the British and Irish Lions defeating the Wallabies in rugby, and last week was a smorgasbord of inspiration for creatives that's been shining in these print ads. Back home in India, the only ad to reference Murray's win was this one by Amul, which has been rolling out topical ads since 1966. And while it's proven that topicality brings a certain relevance to any piece of communication, it seems as if only Amul has gotten that memo. With a share of 41.7%, print still commands the lion's share of the Indian advertising pie. So while brands are certainly spending their money on the medium, their advertising doesn't seem to be going hand in hand with the news. Surprising given that topical ads can be planned in advance around predictable events, including holidays like Independence Day, Holi or Diwali, and newspapers can easily alter their space to fit in advertising even at the last minute.
So why don't Indian brands piggyback on the guaranteed attention that a newsworthy event receives? Why do we have perfunctory print ads which are neither topical nor effective? And do creatives use print ads more as a way to win awards rather than do anything for the brands that they are ostensibly created for? Storyboard's editor Anant Rangaswamy spoke to some of Indian advertising's biggest faces, Rajiv Rao, Josie Paul and Ashish Kazanchi, to make sense of it all.
Tell me, why is it that we don't see good print ads, let alone great print ads, though we spend so much money as brands on advertising in print?
Honestly, I feel we've forgotten how to do good print ads.
Right.
I think it's the whole culture has changed. You know, there's so many people are thinking digital. There's so many other things, activation and promotion. So print, I think people don't think about print. If they stop thinking print. I guess
but Rajiv, if I push you further, saying you're spending more money on print, brands are spending more money on print than on any other medium. So don't you think there's a bit of irresponsibility on the agency and on the marketer if you don't push the print quality higher?
Yeah, but I'd like say at least the brands that I work on, there's very few print ads done, like really in a year I think maybe 4 or 5, that too very informative, something that's really tactical, not theme, like we stopped doing thematic print ads, like maybe a fashion brand. Otherwise I think most of the brands, they've stopped doing any kind of thematic ads or topical ads. It's just announcing something if there is an offer, if there's some whatever, it's just come down to that. Unfortunately, it's sad.
Josie, you would like to react to what Rajiv is saying?
Yeah, I think to add to what Rajiv is saying, I think the art of seduction in print is dead. Because
are you saying in general or are you saying in India?
In India.
Right. Why is that?
Because when you open a newspaper, you get a sense that everything is a bang and thank you ma'am kind of impact. People don't want to play with the reader, and that's probably because neither the marketer nor the advertising agency has the time to give that print space the time or love that it requires.
Right.
People want things fast. People are impatient. So the marketer will tell you, why are you giving me all this seductive stuff? I want it impactful right now in your face. So there's an ecosystem that's almost saying print is this and print is not that. Print is not seduction. Print is rape. Just go there and tell your story fast because consumers have no time. So in this sort of collective acceptance, you start doing crap. Okay, and on the other hand, India has amazing, talented, people who create great print work, and we've seen that in Cannes. But that seems to be a parallel underground movement because they're not getting a chance to do it outside in the real world.
So Ashish, you're working with brands, one of the largest spenders of print, I think, one of your brands, and while you get a body of good advertising, overall we're not getting that standout ad, except for the awards kind of ads, from India. Why is that?
I think there are a couple of reasons for that. The biggest of them being, where are the creative people or even the client servicing and planning people, where are they getting their jollies from mostly? Right. Okay, and if we see, I mean, even amongst the limited talent pool which is there, this limited talent pool is getting their jollies from film. Okay, because this gives them instant fame. A good film comes out, suddenly you are a star and everything, and they're getting their jollies from, unfortunately, scam work. So all the energies are devoted to stuff which is, like Josie said, is subterranean. Right. Okay, so there was, about 10 years back or 15 years back, when people used to love doing that little print ad which would come out, an appointment ad which would come out and tickle people, charm people. Not anymore. Okay, people are interested in doing that thing which nobody will tinker around with very much because it's one subterranean thing. Client will say yes to it, it'll go out there, it'll win a print or under 60cc kind of one show or whatever. You're still a star. Will you be a star in today's day and age if you do Tera Wala Blue, the print ad that Asian Paints did some years ago? Not really.
Tell me, how much time typically, if you say your entire time available for work is 100, how much of that goes to print in your day-to-day?
I think zero. I'll be very honest. No, because I mean I don't remember when was the last time I did a print ad. Where I really got involved in a print ad, spent time on that. It's like it's done by people we don't know. It's almost like that. Because it's definitely there are categories like say beauty, for instance, where we spend a lot of time. We think there is a lot of meetings that we do.
Look towards me. Thank
so
you.
Beauty and fashion. So yes, there are categories where a lot of time is spent on print, but that's like the regular print.
Josie, how much time do you spend on print?
I think, Anand, that's a great question. Honestly, I mean, I don't think I spend more than 5% of my time on print.
Sorry, I'll come back. Ashish, how much time do you spend on print?
5%.
Right, okay.
So the reason is the standard thing, which is there's so much media out there, and as a creative guy, you've done print before, you've done a bit of TV, you've done a bit of activation and promo. Now you want to explore new things in digital, you want to explore new things in integrated. So your mind is now going into areas that the world's offering you, and so print starts diminishing in your head.
Right.
It's not that you don't love print. I mean, it's just that you have that much time and you want to maximize your own creative energies towards something new.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you, all three of you.
Thanks.
And what we're seeing is, well, very simply put, we're not going to see great print work out of India for time to come. Thank you.
Thanks.
Well, that debate will certainly continue. Time for another break on Storyboard. Coming up ahead, how this ad by JWT ended up being the most watched Indian ad on YouTube in June.